Hello everyone, welcome back. This time we are diving into the colorful, nature-inspired, almost fairy tale-like fantasy world of Bloomburrow. After the Rakdos Lizard tribal deck, we are now moving on to the next tribal deck, namely the Izzet Otter Tribal deck. I'm really excited to showcase this deck because first of all, Izzet is one of my favorite color combinations, and secondly, it is a tribal deck filled with cute and strong otters. I really like the idea of these tribal decks, and Bloomburrow offers exactly this for our block decks: strong, competitive and versatile tribal decks. What I like the most about this deck is the interaction and synergy between the otter creatures and the instant and sorcery spells, and actually not only that, but all the non-creature spells in general, and that's what it makes this deck so powerful. Every time we cast non-creature spells, we trigger our creatures, and whenever we cast an instant or sorcery spell, our creatures benefit from this. I really like that our burn spells, for example, are not just cards that deal damage, but also serve another purpose, allowing us to even do more things. We also have an Otter Planeswalker and plenty of enchantment sagas, so this deck is pure Otter Tribal deck. Let's take a closer look at the creatures. For me, my favorite creature, and in my personal opinion, the MVP of this deck is Harness of Storms. This creature costs 3 mana and has power 1 and toughness 4, making it a good blocker. But here comes the kicker: whenever we cast a non-creature spell or an otter spell, we can exile the top card and cast it until end of turn. It triggers once each turn. This is amazing, especially if we are short on lands. We can cast a cheap spell, and if the exiled card is a land, we can play it. This allows us to cast more creatures and spells overall. And since our deck mainly consists of otter creatures, it's very easy to gain an advantage on the battlefield and also generate more cards than our opponent. Most of our spells are very cheap. We have a bunch of 1 mana spells and even more 2 mana spells. Next, for 2 mana we have Stormcatch Mentor, a 1/1 creature with haste and prowess, which reduces the cost of our instant and sorcery spells by 1. Very simple but very effective. Then we have Kitsa, Otterball Elite. This creature has vigilance and prowess, but what I really like is its other ability. We can tap this creature without paying any mana to draw a card and then discard the card. This gives us a lot of flexibility in this deck, and if its power is 3 or greater, we can pay 2 mana to tap it and copy instant and sorcery spells. With prowess, this is not a problem. Then we also have 2 copies of Thundertrap Trainer with the Offspring ability. Not only do we get a creature onto the battlefield, but we can also look at the top 4 cards and put a non-creature spell into our hand. We also have a lot of sorceries, instants, enchantments, artifacts and even a planeswalker. So there is always a chance to draw one of these cards. We can also pay 6 mana to copy this creature, so we can do this twice. We also have 2 copies of Coruscation Mage, which deals 1 damage to the opponent whenever we cast a non-creature spell, and it also has the Offspring ability. Valley Floodcaller has flash, and whenever we cast a non-creature spell, our otters get +1/+1 until end of turn. Tempest Angler is a very underrated card. It costs 3 mana and is only a common, but that can change very quickly, because whenever, and this is whenever is essential, we cast a non-creature spell, we put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. With all our cheap spells, it can grow very quickly. Bria, Riptide Rogue, gives other creatures prowess, and the cool thing is that all the prowess effects stack, and whenever we cast a non-creature spell, one of our creatures becomes unblockable. And the last one is Alania, Divergent Storm. It's not really that strong, so we only play 1 copy, mainly for the theme. Now let's move on to the instant and sorcery spells. We have Shore Up, a great 1 mana spell that protects our creatures, gives it +1/+1 and also triggers prowess. Then we have also Otterball Antics for 2 mana, which creates an otter token with prowess. We also have a burn spell for 2 mana, that's Take Out the Trash, very funny title, which deals 3 damage, very solid. Another burn spell is a Gate Assault for 3 mana, so here we can deal 4 damage or we can destroy an artifact. That's basically it. Actually, we can also switch between those burn spells, or I also included Dazzling Denial into this sideboard, so we can always switch to between those 2 cards. We also have 2 enchantment classes. The first one is Storm Chaser's Talent. We create an otter creature with prowess For 4 mana we can return an instant or sorcery from the graveyard to our hand, and for 6 mana whenever we cast an instant or sorcery spell we create an Otter token, with prowess of course. The other one is the enchantment class Artist's Talent. Whenever we cast an instant or sorcery spell, we can discard a card and draw a card. For 3 mana our non-creature spells cost 1 less, and for another 3 mana we deal additional damage. In this case only the first level is really good, while the others are not as impactful. But these cards still count as non-creature spells, so they will also trigger our otters. Then we have our Otter Planeswalker Ral, Crackling Wit, and this Planeswalker is amazing. It's quite cheap for 4 mana, and whenever we cast a non-creature spell it gains loyalty counters. With +1 we create even an Otter creature token with prowess. With -3 we draw 3 cards and discard 2, and the -10 ability is not that important as it's very expensive, but the first ability alone is already outstanding because it generates tokens and loyalty counters. We also have one artifact in this deck, Patchwork Banner, which produces mana and also buffs our Otter creatures by +1/+1. In total we have 24 lands, 10 islands, 10 mountains, 2 Swiftwater Cliffs, 1 Rock Face Village and 1 Lilipad Village. We only play 1 copy of each of the utility lands because they can only be used for creature spells, and sometimes that can make it harder to cast our instant and sorcery spells because we have so many, and then yeah, that's why we have 10 islands and 10 mountains instead of more of these villages. So this is the Otter Tribal deck. Yeah, I can show you also the sideboard. As I was mentioning before, we have 2 copies of Dazzling Denial. We can always switch between those cards also with the burn spells. Then we have Playful Show for 2 mana, deals 1 damage to any target, draw a card. Pearl of Wisdom, a sorcery spell. Yeah, here we can also draw cards. And Wildfire Hole deals 2 damage to each creature. If the gift was promised, instead it deals 1 damage to any target, 2 damage to each creature. And the last one is Daring Wave Rider. For 6 mana it's very expensive, so that's why it's in the sideboard. And when this creature enters you may cast target instant or sorcery spells with mana value 4 or less from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. So actually we can switch between Daring Wave Rider and maybe Alania. So this is the legendary Otter Tribal deck, and I would say let's play some games. So here we go, we are playing against 12 Panda and we start the game perfect. We have 2 islands and Lilipad Village, but I think we can start the game. We don't have to do mulligan. We have the counter spell Dazzling Denial, also a creature, Valley Flood color. So yeah, I think yeah, we can take it. Oh, perfect. Here we have the mountain. So actually we can cast Coruscation Mage, and we'll just keep the counter spell for other bigger spells. And also it's important to have Harness of Storms as early as possible in the game, because then we can start exiling cards and then we will also have an advantage on the battlefield. So, and Harness of Storms is so great because here it says we can cast any Otter spell, then we will exile, or a non-creature spell. So actually every spell that we have in our deck will trigger Harness of Storms, because we have also Enchantment Sagas, we have also the Planeswalker, so all those cards will trigger Harness of Storms. Outcast a Greenblade. Actually we can cast, we can counter that spell. We'll do that. Coruscation Mage will deal 1 damage. So also Tempest Angler, you will see this card rocks. So Harness of Storms, we'll just put it on the battlefield and then we will cast, yeah, those Otter creatures, and you will see we will exile, and then Harness of Storm will do, yeah, will help us to bring more cards on the battlefield. And Tempest Angler is, yeah, we just need the land actually. So hopefully we will exile, take action. Yeah, wonderful. We have here the mountain, we can cast Stormcatch Mentor, and with prowess and also with haste, but I think, yeah, Spinner of Souls is just too big. With toughness 3, Good Fortune Unicorn whenever another creature. Okay, so Artist's Talent. Yeah, actually this is a cheap spell, so we can also cast it, exile a card, and then we still have 3 mana. But hopefully it will be another land. Oh, perfect. So yeah, we have all the cards that we need. So Artist Talent, actually with Artist Talent, only the first one is really important. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may discard the card and then you will draw a card. And the other spells, yeah, of course, I mean, for 3 mana we will make other instant and sorcery spells cheaper by 1, but we have also Stormcatch Mentor. This creature also makes those spells cheaper, so it's not important right now. And yeah, they have 3 creatures on the battlefield, and then we'll start by casting more sorcery and instant spells. So here we have the mountain. Let's put it on the battlefield, and then we can also cast Valley Floodcaller, trigger Harness of Storms again. Here we have another copy, so we will just cast it straight away. Yeah, we have so many creatures already on the battlefield, but we are just missing, yeah, the sorcery and instant spells, actually non-creature spells. Also would be great to have Ral, the Planeswalker, so then we also can, actually we can draw 3 cards, then we'll discard 2. Oh, perfect, Bria, Riptide Rogue, also gives other creatures prowess. And here we have Ral, Crackling Wit, perfect, I mean everything works so well. Oh no, we're just missing 1 mana, no! Okay, so unfortunately we cannot cast Ral. Yeah, Bria of course costs 4 mana. Here we says, yeah, I mean we can Surveil too. Let's do that. We'll just, yeah, we don't need the Stormcatch and also not the mountain. So we'll just put it in the graveyard and then we'll just wait. Yeah, for now we just have to wait, and also we didn't draw any burn spells yet. So Genova, Ancient, Calamity distribute some +1/+1 counters. So here we have again Templar Angler, Tempest Angler. So here we have Harness of Storms. I mean it's not bad, but yeah, unfortunately we are just drawing all, like the same copies. We have 3 copies of Tempest Angler, Harness of Storms, but yeah, Bria will make 1 creature unblockable. Actually, we can attack with all the creatures, huh? I think because Bria gives all the other creatures prowess. So let's make Tempest Angler unblockable. Also, yeah, the mage deals 1 damage. Here we have the Rockface Village. You can see how big our otters are actually. So yeah, we'll just attack with all the creatures. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it should go through this defense. So yeah, they have only 4 creatures. And yeah, if they will survive now, actually it's not possible. Yeah, -2. So this is enough, and yeah, GG. So you actually can see how easily we can draw cards, or we can cast cards from the exile. So this hand is much better than the last one. So here we have also the mountain together with the island. Maybe, you know, actually Harness of Storms would be also great to have at the beginning. Here we have the Planeswalker and Shore Up, so we can also... Shore Up is great. For 1 mana we can just protect our creature, give it also 1/1, and the best thing is if this creature also has prowess, so then it will be a 3/3 creature. So yeah, for example this Otter creature token, Boggart Prankster, so let's put the mountain on the battlefield. We can actually kill this creature. I think we'll just go first with the Tempest Angler, so then we will cast the Agate Assault. Let's see. I mean, the Boggart Prankster is not really menacing for us. Incurred, okay, so also one of those Lorwyn cards. Merfolk Soldier, and they also can remove one of those -1/-1 counters. So yeah, this looks pretty good. Now we can produce some 1/1 blue and red Otter creature tokens. I mean, Ral is amazing Planeswalker because usually Planeswalkers are very expensive. They cost, I think the average is like 5 mana cost for those Planeswalkers, but Ral costs 1 mana less. And the best thing is, usually those Planeswalker, when you want to create a creature, you have to remove those loyalty counters. But yeah, in this case, we are getting even a loyalty counter. So take out the trash. I mean, that's a very funny title for a card. But yeah, we'll just draw cards. We can, yeah, we can discard maybe Ral, Crackling Wit, and I mean, those cards are all great. Maybe Shore Up. So let's cast Tempest Angler again. And then we'll just wait. Yeah, okay, maybe I just did a mistake. Maybe Shore Up would be better to have on our hand. Because yeah, we still have 1 mana open here. Celestial Armor. They can... oh, this creature gains Hexproof and Flying. So now it's a 5/2 creature. Okay, they are attacking Ral, so that's fine. I mean, we don't have to block. Planeswalker is that. And then, yeah, Stormcatch Mentor. Actually, we can kill the flying creature. Yeah, I think we'll just get rid of this. Or we can actually also destroy the artifact. I think we'll just get rid of this artifact, so yeah, they cannot attach it anymore to one of those creatures, and actually, yeah, so it will also lose the ability to fly. Perfect. And then we can also, yeah, cast another burn spell, Pacifism. So, oh, they took out both Tempest Anglers. Down to 8. Here we have Swifted the Cliffs, gives us also 1 life point. And then take out the trash. Yeah, the problem is we can only kill Boggart Prankster. Yeah, I don't know, we are just missing some... I think we'll just cast take out the trash and then we can attack with those otters. And yeah, Kitsa Otterball Elite is also a great otter creatures card because it has vigilance and prowess, and then we can just tap it. It has vigilance. So actually we can attack, and then at the end of our turn, or at the end of our opponent's turn, we can just tap it. And we can discard one of our hand cards. So let's, yeah, we have to block it. And then we can just bring one of those instant sorcery spells back to our hand. I mean, it will be, yeah, take out the trash because it costs 2 mana. And let's kill this cat avatar that enhances all the other cats by +1/+1. So, yeah, actually we can just attack. Perfect. So opponent is down to 7, and then, yeah, I think, yeah, we're pretty safe because they only have 3 mana left. They must cast a creature spell. And yeah, with a white deck, it's, I don't know, there you don't have so many cards where you can enhance your creature. I mean, mostly in those green decks, yeah. I mean, Tempest Angler is already, one is 7/7, the other one is 6/6, but yeah, Pacifism is unfortunately attached to those creatures, so let's, yeah, let's use Shore Up, we can attack. And with the other otter, of course, we can block. So let's see if they are going to block with Giada. Nope. Perfect. So we can enhance the otter. This will be a 4/4 creature. The other one will be 3/3. So it's enough to kill the opponent. And GG. So let's see who is our opponent. Yeah. I have no idea how to pronounce this name, but yeah, we are playing against this guy, and opponent goes first, and yeah, I will just play some unranked games with this deck in standard, of course, so you can see the strategy behind this deck, how it works, because yeah, I mean, it's better just to test out first in unranked, so you don't have any pressure. You can just play, even if you are not very, I mean, if you are unfamiliar with your deck, it's also not a problem to make mistakes. The lesson is just, yeah, don't make mistakes while you're playing ranked. So let's attack. And Harness of Storms, I think this card is my favorite creature card in this deck, because yeah, drawing cards is always amazing, or yeah, not drawing cards, but casting even more spells. So let's put the island, and I think this deck also has real potential in ranked games, so I think it should be easily to reach also with a block deck. Diamond rank, so this will be our goal. Yeah, I think I will just make 2 episodes where we are playing unranked, and then 2 episodes where we are playing ranked games, and of course our target will be to get into diamond rank. So here we have Ral. Oh, please don't kill our planeswalker. They're sacrificing their own creature, so yeah, they can destroy our planeswalker. Actually, Ral, if we are casting also non-creature spells, it's also really easy for the planeswalker to get more loyalty counters, and then -10 we can, all our spells will get the ability also storms. So, because I mean, I think storms means that we can, how do you say, we can copy those spells, right? So we have 2 copies of that one, Abyssal Harvester. So Valley Floodcaller, also a great spell, creature spell, because we can also enhance our otters by +1/+1. Oh, so GG, that was fast. So we are playing against Hero, and yeah, opponent goes first. We have only mountains, so we have to do mulligan. This looks much better because we have mountain and island, so I think we can just use that. Yeah, I mean, from the recent sets, I think Bloomburrow is one of my favorite sets, because you can see the potential, especially for block decks. You can create so many great tribal decks, and I'm also looking forward to create the bat deck and also the frog deck. So I think now it should be the second one that we have created. The first one was the lizard deck. It was also so fun to play with this deck, because those lizards are, even though they're so tiny creatures, together on the battlefield they are enhancing each other so much. And yeah, the more lizards you have on the battlefield, yeah, the more powerful they are, and it becomes a huge problem for the opponent to handle that. So Thunder Trap Trainer, actually we can also spend 6 mana, then we will copy this creature, and of course its ability, so we can also search twice for the instant and sorcery, for the non-creature spells. So that also matters, because yeah, we can also pick a planeswalker or the enchantment class. So Marauding Blight Priest, I think we are, yeah, it looks like we are playing against a lifelink deck. So Take Out the Trash. I mean, every time I see this title, it's so funny. Take Out the Trash. I mean, sounds a little bit offensive. So yeah, we can attack with one of those otter creature tokens. And Ral, Crackling Wit, also amazing planeswalker. I really like it. I like all the planeswalkers that create creatures. So they exile the Floodcaller, the Thunder Trap Trainer. So yeah, that's fine. And then we can just, Yeah, let's draw more cards because we just, yeah, perfect. I was about to say we need the Harness of Storms, so we can discard Ral, and yeah, I think that's fine. We can just cast. Let me see. Let's go first for Tempest and Angler, and then we'll just kill Marauding Blight Priest, and hence Tempest Angler. And we can also attack. Great, and next turn, I mean, you can see we have also Harness of Storms. We can just put it on the battlefield, and then we can also cast Shore Up. So we'll see. We have so many options right now. Great, actually Dazzling Angel we can also kill with Agate Assault. So let's cast Harness of Storms first. Actually we can create the +1/+1 Otter token. Yeah, unfortunately, when this creature enters the battlefield, it's not the same as we cast a spell. So in this case, it doesn't trigger Harness of Storms. So let's enhance the creature. I like it when all the otters will be pumped up. I mean, it's so easy for them whenever we cast an instant or sorcery spell. So yeah, it's not a land, unfortunately. But yeah, still, we have Agate Assault, so we can easily remove one of those creatures. Yeah, Bria is really good, but I mean, 4 mana is also expensive. Let's get rid of maybe this one, because they can also cast more creatures. So yeah, great. Here we have the land. So let's put it on the battlefield, and then I think we'll just attack first. So how much damage this is? 2, 4, 6, 11, 12. I believe they will block Harness of Storms. So 11 damage for the opponent. Yeah, it looks good. You can see how fast we can actually develop our battlefield when we have Harness of Storms. I mean, this can... with this card, the battlefield can escalate very quickly. So, I mean, every time we are just casting 2 spells at once. Drawing or, yeah, casting from exile. So, let's see, the opponent might leave the game. So, what I was going to say is, yeah, I will just make a couple of episodes about the Otter Izzet deck. I think 2 episodes about unranked games, just so you have a feeling about, yeah, how to play with this deck, and then yeah, 2 episodes about the ranked games, and then of course after that we will enter Middle Earth again, and let's see, maybe I will create the Izzet Gandalf Bilbo deck, because I mean, right now we are also playing Izzet, and Izzet, as I was mentioning a few times already, it's one of my favorite color combinations, and I really like it because you have, I like the interaction between the creature spells and the instant and sorcery spells you are casting. So yeah, let's wait. And after that, I'm still figuring out which one it will be. Maybe, as I said, like the Gandalf Bilbo deck, or I was also thinking about something very new. Maybe just a mono blue deck. I saw it might be very interesting just to play a Lord of the Rings deck that contains only sorcery and instant spells. I'm just wondering how it works to defeat the opponent. And of course, I'm also I really want, but yeah, of course it's a question of time. I really want also to play again with my Rohan deck. Excuse me. Yeah, Rohan deck with Theoden, Eomer, Eowyn. I mean, all those creatures are so great, and yeah, I also like Rohan. And after that, yeah, I can actually tell you the whole plan. So for this month, for March, I just want to release all the episodes for the Otter deck, and at the beginning of April, I will just also upload episodes about Lord of the Rings, and after that, I will just continue after this match. So GG. So opponent goes first. I mean, we have 3 islands. I think we can take it because we have the Thunder Trap Trainer. So we can also look at the top 4 cards. We can also pick maybe instant sorcery spell. So yeah, it doesn't matter. We have also the mountain. So I was earlier mentioning in the last game that what's the plan for the next few weeks. So yeah, for this month, for March, I just want to release all the episodes for the Otter deck, so it will be in total 4 episodes, and at the beginning I will also upload the episodes about the Lord of the Rings deck, and after that I think we'll just return to Phyrexia. Phyrexia all will be one, because there we can also create some really amazing decks. Yeah, also I really want to create the Golgari deck with the toxic counters. I think this deck also has great potential for ranked games, maybe also to beat Diamond rank. So then we can also test this deck out. The Golgari Phyrexian all will be one deck. So yeah, toxic counters are also always fun to play with. So at the beginning, the Hydra. So I think we just have to kill this creature. I'm always afraid of those Hydras. So let's attack, deal 2 damage to the opponent, and yeah, so basically that's the plan for the next few weeks. I hope I can make it. Sometimes, sometimes there is just unfortunately not enough time, or it also depends on the games, of course, if the games are entertaining or not. So let's deal damage to the opponent. They have a blocker with toughness 4. So yeah, they are just playing a deck with where they distribute a lot of +1/+1 counters. I think we can cast Thunder Trap Trainer, exile the card. Oh no, it's the Dazzling Denial. So I was just thinking, I mean, we can switch, of course. I was thinking that we will just put the 2 copies of Dazzling Denial into our sideboard, and we'll just replace those 2 copies with another copy of Agate Assault. I think it's better to have more GG. It's to have more burn spells. So we are playing against Hiracool. And yeah, so we are starting with Thunder Trap Trainer. That's also, that's okay. We can cast the Storm Chaser's Talent, create the Altar token. Yeah, I would rather just start the game, of course, with the Horns of Storms. So here we'll put the Mountain on the battlefield, and no attacks. The Hired Claw has toughness 2. Oh, let's see if they're going to play a Lizard deck. Oh, it's a Bird Wizard from Thunder Junction. Outlaws of Thunder Junction, and we can counter that spell. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, actually we can always switch between Dazzling Denial and Agate Assault, or bring the trash out. So yeah, I think maybe it's better to have even more take out the trash. Maybe it's better to have more burn spells in the stack, because then, as you have seen, if we have Horns of Storms, and I mean, then if we will draw Dazzling Denial, yeah, and the opponent already tapped all their mana, we cannot do anything. So let's block with both creatures, the Hired Claw. Okay, so they used the burn spell. That was a nice move. So I think we will just cast the Tempest Angler. And yeah, we still have 17 life points, so we are pretty safe right now. Oh, Valley Flame Caller. No, cool, because we have the Valley Flood Caller. Oh, so I think in every color there's a caller, Valley X caller. So let's take out the trash, because yeah, it will enhance all the lizard creatures. And also the burn spells. I think the burn spells will also deal additional damage. Oh no, Valley Flame Caller again. But yeah, we have another copy of Take Out the Trash. Bolt Wave deals 3 damage, so I think deals to each opponent. That's so fine. Great, they're attacking, so we'll just use Take Out the Trash, kill Valley Flame Caller, and we'll block with Tempest Angler the mouse creature. We're down to 5, but that's fine. We have Storm Chaser's talent. We can bring back Take Out the Trash, and we can actually use it. I mean, it's an instant spell, so we can also wait. Let's wait. Yeah, let's see what the opponent will cast first. Red Mage's Rapier, Job Select, okay. Oh, they will create a token, right? Yes, a 1/1 creature hero wizard token. Let's see if they will attach to it. Equip 3. Okay, so we'll just use Take Out the Trash and we'll just kill this creature. Ah, yeah, actually, no, that was bad, because we should have waited a little bit longer. I thought that if we will kill this creature, the artifact equipment will return, will not be attached to this creature, just will return to their zone. So they have to attach it one more time. But yeah. Okay, so they ran out of cards. Huh, they are attacking. No, they of course they are not attacking. They still have 20 life points, so everything is possible. And they are running a burn spell. So actually, if they are lucky, they can have 2 burn spells and kill us. So let's search. Oh, perfect. We have Ral. And we can also select a Gate Assault. So let's put some pressure on the opponent, and they are blocking, okay. Yeah, maybe it would be also good to have Stormcatch Mentor, because it makes also the instant and sorcery spells cheaper by 1. So let's cast Ral, Crackling Wit. And also Tempest Angler, because it's a non-creature spell, it will get a +1/+1 counter. And let's get rid of this creature as ASAP. So yeah, because whenever this creature attacks, it deals also damage while it attacks us. So yeah, it's unfortunately a land. Here we have the island, and then we can cast another Tempest Angler. So yeah, I think that's it then. And then we can also draw 3 cards and we will discard 2. Yeah, and the cool thing is, whenever we cast a non-creature spell, we also create an Otter creature token with prowess, thanks to Storm Chaser's talent. So let's draw 3 cards. Only lands, unbelievable. So let's discard, and yeah, we're just missing the storm, the Harness of Storms. So GG. Yeah, I really enjoy playing with this Otter deck. I mean, it makes so much fun. Tempest Angler, Take Out the Trash. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, Dazzling Denial. I don't know. I mean, I think we have to put it in the sideboard. Yeah, so that's why we're playing unranked games, so we can test it out. And I think I will just also mention it when I will talk about the deck. So when I will talk about the deck, probably it will be already in the sideboard. So this episode will be with the games where it's still in the deck, but in the second episode it will be, yeah, presumably already in the sideboard. So Tempest Angler, I really like the combination Tempest Angler together with Shore Up. So let's put the mountain, and we have also Bria, Riptide Rogue, Barrow Naughty. Maybe we are playing against the fairy deck with flying. So let's see. Boy, it's already also late. I think it's 12 AM already. Yeah. So let's remove this creature from the game. Here we have the mountain, yeah, the island. We'll just put it on the battlefield. And we can just wait. Let's see. We'll counter that spell. I mean, they already have 4. No, it's Mocking Sprite. I mean, it's so weak. But yeah, I think we just don't want to waste another turn. Then we can just start bringing creatures on the battlefield. So let's see if they want to remove Tempest Angler. So we'll just cast Shore Up, protect Tempest Angler. Yeah, it's a fairy deck. Indeed. Fairy Rogue, another one. Instant. Draw 2 cards, also from the set Wilds of Eldraine. So let's... Oh, great. We have Kitsa, Otterball Elite. So let's attack. Let's see if they will block. Hopefully not. Yeah, perfect. Actually, I don't want to waste Shore Up just to get rid of Mocking Sprite. Oh, they're aiming for Bria Riptide Rogue. Let's see. Oh, they are not attacking. Deduce, draw a card, investigate. Yeah, I don't know what they are doing. Maybe they have some creatures with flash. Actually, we can use the Offspring ability, and we still have 1 mana left. So yeah, we'll do that. Perfect. So whenever we cast a non-creature spell, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. So then we'll just create a copy of it. Perfect. I like that the copy is not that the depiction is not the same as the first card. It's always a different one. I think also when we cast Thundertrap Trainer, it's also a different one. So let's enhance Bria Riptide Rogue. Yeah, it doesn't matter right now because this creature is already blocked. But yeah, we'll kill Mocking Sprite, also Coruscation. Major deals damage to the opponent, so they are down to 11. Yeah, I really like the Otter deck. I really like those creatures, and not only the Otters, I like all of these creatures. And yeah. Oh, wow. They just brought all the creatures back to our hand. But yeah, they just won a little bit time. Roaming Throne. Yeah, we can... Oh no. Because we can cast Dazzling Denial, they can tap additional 2 mana. Anyway, we'll just do that so we can enhance at least Tempest Angler. But yeah, they will just... Yeah, I bet they will pay the 2 mana. So yeah, it's not really synergizes with the Otter deck because it says the opponent has to pay 4 mana if we control a bird deck. So yeah, probably it would be better in a bird deck. But yeah, even though we can just I mean, nevertheless, we can just put it in the sideboard. So, Tempest Angler, I mean, we're just missing the Harness of Storms. So let's do that again. Coruscation Mage, Offspring ability. Oh, counter target spell. Yo, we are missing one land, unfortunately. Anyway, we will attack. Hopefully they will block. Perfect. Roaming Throne. Cast Shore Up. Make it a 5/5 creature. And also untap it. Yeah, I think it doesn't matter because most of those creatures are flying creatures. So they are drawing also a lot of lands. Yeah, they still have this Investigate token. So they can just draw a card. Sacrifice this token, draw a card, yes. Yeah, let's cast Kitsa Otterball Elite, because then we can also tap it. And I think if we will draw more lands, we can just discard them and then we'll draw. Actually, we'll draw first and then we'll discard. So, looks good. And then, yeah, we have also Bria, so it will make our 1/hour creature unblockable. So they are attacking with two of those. Great. So let's see. Perfect. Here it's the island. And then we can cast Bria and attack with those two creatures. I think that's it, because also those fairy tokens, they are not able to block. They can put a stun counter. Let's see on which creature. But yeah, it doesn't matter, because when we will cast a non-creature spell, so artifact, enchantment class, planeswalker, Bria will just make one creature unblockable, even when it's just Kitsa. But Kitsa also has prowess. Perfect. Here we have the planeswalker. So let's, yeah, we'll trigger a lot. So let's make Tempest Angler unblockable. You can see how fast those tiny otters will become big. So we have to discard maybe the Storm Chaser's talent. And we can also kill one creature. And we'll just do it one more time. Make this creature unblockable, and now it's a 6/6, 5/7 and 5/5 creature. Great, let's attack, and yeah, GG! So we are playing against Moseman. I really like those avatars from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So opponent goes first, and yeah, we have 3 lands. We can take it. I mean, Dazzling Denial again, always. I mean, it's not bad that we have it at the beginning, but I don't know. I also want to try other beginnings or other approaches. So yeah, you can also let me know in the comments below if you like the set, Bloomburrow, if you played with the set, or if you have purchased maybe a display, or you played draft within this set. Yeah, let me know in the comments below. I'm really curious, because I don't know, I don't have the feeling that it's really popular, this set. I don't see also a lot of cards being played in ranked games. So yeah, I don't know, maybe it's not really popular. So yeah, I'm curious, but I'm really enjoying it, and yeah, I'm really enjoying this set and the tribal decks that they offer here. So they have Dion, Bahamut's Dominant, Flying Creature, but we have also Take Out the Trash. Okay, so it's not a Flying Creature anymore, any longer. So let's cast, I think we'll just cast the instant spell, exile a card. Yeah, great. So here we have Rockface Village, we can just put it on the battlefield, and we can also attack with the Otter. Let me see. Pah. Yeah, I think we'll just wait, because maybe if they want to exile Harness of Storms, you can also use Shore Up. Break the spell. Oh, destroy target enchantment. So they didn't go for Harness of Storms. So yeah, here we have the island. I think we'll just cast... not the island, but maybe Ral, Crackling Wit. Ooh, yeah, I think we'll just go for the Planeswalker. Hopefully we'll exile a land again. Nice. That's great. That's great that we are exiling the cards that we need. So Ral also will create some Otter tokens. I don't know, are there other Planeswalker in the set? Or maybe is Ral the only one Planeswalker? I'm so curious right now. I mean, of course I checked the card list of Bloomburrow, but I don't remember. Yeah, I think that's the only one. But it would be great if each tribal would have their own Planeswalker, like the Otter Planeswalker, Ral. Then you have also a Bat Planeswalker, a Frog Planeswalker, a Lizard Planeswalker, and what else? A Rabbit Planeswalker. So also Ral gets a loyalty counter. Exile the top, yep. We'll not do that because we already wasted all our mana, so we can create another blue and red Otter token. Yeah, their opponent is getting a lot of life points thanks to authority of the consuls. I'm so curious how much worth this card is, authority of the consuls. I mean, I have this card also because I was playing Kaladesh back then when it was released. I had the vehicle dwarf deck. I think it was, what color combination? It was Boros, yeah. It was Boros dwarf vehicle deck, and I also had I have the authority of the consuls in this deck. But nowadays I see that in ranked, also in unranked games, there are so many players using this card. So actually the value must be higher now. So a Gate Assault, I think we can... we have already a lot of otters on the battlefield, let's attack. I mean, Ral has 9 loyalty counters, so actually they will just go for it, I think. They will attack the Planeswalker, but those creatures are also very weak. And Tempest Angler is already a 5/5 creature. So yeah, GG, that's it, I think. We have played a couple of games. I think we'll just make here a pause. And then we'll come back. I think I will just upload it and maybe on Thursday, and then the next one will be on Wednesday. I will upload it on Wednesday. The other one will be uploaded on Friday. So yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, this is the legendary Otter Izzet deck, Tribal Izzet deck. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you like my format, I'm just creating decks from one certain set, playing with them, ranked, unranked, standard, historic, alchemy. You can always give me also suggestions, what kind of block decks do you want to see, then I will just try it out. And yeah, thank you for watching. Leave a like, please leave a comment if you want, trying always to answer. And yeah, thank you for watching, and bye bye.